I was so afraid that my sound, my voice, my words weren't going to be heard, that we were going to get lost somewhere.
For me to leave my own marketing was a little bit nerve-wracking, only because I was doing it for so long. It was done in-house. It was my voice and the way I used to be taking care of customers.
In the beginning, a lot of it was just trust. Like I felt like I was just jumping into the process.
As soon as people do something with us, they love what we do, but getting people to understand that on the front end was a big challenge for us.
What was going on for us here at Mels in order to reach out to Rex for marketing was our 20-year celebration. We were coming up on our big anniversary. We knew that it had to be splashy and bold. And I knew I couldn't do it myself. And that's the reality of how our marketing has been for 20 years. It was off the side of my desk. As many companies have sales and marketing combined together. I can't put together an ad campaign. It is a completely different skill set, and I understood that our brand just wasn't reaching our audience anymore.
I had a problem is that we had a marketing plan or strategy with a corporate sort of perspective, but not with a local market perspective. So I really wanted to get in touch with my local market and my local customers, and I didn't have much in the way of a strategy, and I actually didn't understand the market. I knew that I had to understand my customers before I could actually start to develop a marketing plan.
My main aim was to grow our corporate marketing, and so we were trying to aim to get to a bigger audience, like a wider audience for our corporate gifting. I saw the need for us to grow out in terms of the one-on-one with customers that we had. I just needed a bit more support to try and figure out how I could reach more people.
Really just had our heads down. We're producers, and so we're used to doing things for other people and just getting our heads down and getting the work done. It's counterintuitive for us to, turn the focus on ourselves. And so one of the reasons that we reached out to Rex was that we really struggled to be able to do what we do for our clients for ourselves because we were so focused. Helping our clients is something that we're just obsessed with, but it just came to a point where we realized that we weren't telling any of our own stories and that we needed some help to be able to do that.
As a very, very, very small business with a website I'd built on Squarespace, I knew I was sort of like outgrowing that and wanted to get to the point where, I could really have this brand. I felt like my website and my little graphics, I had a logo, I didn't have a brand. It all just felt a little too pokey, or like I had outgrown it. So that's when I knew it was time to talk to Rex.
Working with Rex, we got way more than we expected. You think, oh, I need an ad campaign, you don't expect to create those relationships, that voice, that was so important to the branding that we wanted to get out there. And Rex was really able to produce that for us.
Yeah, I absolutely got what I wanted. In fact, I got far more than I expected. And I have to say it did differ from what I expected because, you have a perspective on marketing and how things should be done. Having spent time with Alison and she actually really dug right into my background. She's understood my personality, and I never expected that part of it. She actually went into who was Grant Blandon. And from that perspective, it was really interesting because it actually made you look and find out what your strengths and weaknesses were before you're actually going to develop your marketing strategies. And 5 years later, I still use some of the marketing material that we developed in those early days. In 5 years, I think we've grown something like 15 times what we initially expected to. So there's been a huge growth, and I can directly attribute to the marketing program that we developed with Rex.
Started the project with Rex. My expectations, they didn't feel very concrete because building a brand and all of the imagery and all of the work behind it was really a new process to me. I just knew what I wanted to feel afterwards, which was, sort of more professional, more clear on what direction we were going, and a little bit more cohesiveness with my team. So those are the things I got. So it exceeded my expectations, even though in the beginning, a lot of it was just trust. Like I felt like I was just jumping into the process.
The process in which we held a brainstorming session to figure out how we were going to go forward with the campaign was very eye-opening. It was pretty great to see a whole bunch of different expertise on the table. Like some, kind of had insight as to what the clients were thinking or how they would be approaching a season like that. And to have that brainstorming session with more than one person or two people, that was very refreshing, and I really appreciated the amount of effort that everyone kind of put into it, and a lot of good ideas got bounced off, and we strategized a campaign in under 2 hours, which was pretty awesome.
Going through the process with Rex was eye-opening to us in a way that we maybe didn't expect. Our team sort of had this joke through the process that we would show up for our meetings with Rex, and it was like business therapy because we got to talk about all these things that we normally don't talk about. We got to really sort of like scratch the surface of the business and who we are. There's a lot of who are you sort of exercises that we went through with Rex, which I think was really important to the process, but I just didn't expect it to be that extensive, and then to see it on the other side come out in such a clean and polished way. It was really more informative to the business than just a marketing exercise. I think that it really informed a lot of the core parts of the business that maybe we hadn't articulated yet. And having Rex come in and help us do that was the best thing that we ever did.